I'm Rich Carroll. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Local health officials are preparing for a new phase of COVID vaccinations. John Arking reports.
The Florida Department of Health in Flagler County has set a goal to sit atop the state's list of counties for the highest percentage of residents that are vaccinated. And as Health Officer Bob Snyder says, with supply now exceeding demand, they'll shift into a new phase of vaccination.
We're going to be closing down our big fairgrounds site in a couple of weeks, and we're going to be transitioning to what we call phase 2. We're going to be tripling the number of mobile sites that we're at throughout the community so that we can just fan across Flagler County. We were at 13 sites last week, 10 different sites in addition to the fairgrounds this week. So phase 2 will entail faith-based organizations, private employers like Coastal Cloud, 8 bars and restaurants in Flagler Beach want to get their employees vaccinated. Their wait staff, cooks, health department nurses will go to these establishments.
As for schools, this Friday, April 23rd, there'll be a special event for students 16 and over. That'll be held at the Flagler County Emergency Operations Center using Pfizer vaccine that was acquired from Flagler Hospital in St. Augustine. Snyder also says there is a phase 3 plan in the works down the road.
Phase 3 plan is going to be neighborhood to neighborhood. We are going to be purchasing, through funds that we got from the CDC, a large cargo van that we're going to outfit to become a mobile medical unit. We want to be able to catch everyone that we can. And like for phase 2, if it's 10 people here and there, 8, 9, 50 here, 25 there, it is okay. It's all going to add up.
For more information on vaccinations and how to set an appointment, you can go to flaglercounty.org and click the COVID-19 tab for details. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
Flagler County Sheriff deputies de-escalate 2 high-risk incidents in a matter of 24 hours. Deputies arrested 2 individuals in separate incidents. Sheriff Rick Staley tells us about the first incident in the Mondex.
A Vietnam veteran that was having serious flashbacks that shot up his home from inside. About 50 or 60 rounds were fired. Fortunately, he ultimately came out after our SWAT team entered and surrendered.
The second incident happened on the 100 block of Breeze Hill Lane in Palm Coast. It involved a domestic violence case wherein deputies say Joseph Bork threatened to kill his girlfriend and then hold up inside his home.
Over the course of the next couple hours, he came to the door 3 times. 2 times he was completely nude. He had said he would come out and surrender, but then retreated each time. On the 3rd time, sheriff's deputies used a non-lethal weapon to apprehend him and let him know that we were not going to play around. It was time for him to surrender. At that point, he did.
Bork was charged with making written threats to kill and domestic battery. He's being held on $15,000 bond. Unemployment is on the rise in Flagler County, but many jobs are going unfilled. Karen Johnson has the details.
Flagler County's unemployment rate increased nearly a full percentage point in March of 2021, from 4.5% to 5.3%, with 273 jobs being created over the past 30 days. It's according to Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce President Greg Blase.
The good news is people are beginning to look for work again, and the other good news is that we are creating jobs in Flagler County.
Blase says he speaks with business leaders daily in Flagler County who have open jobs that are going unfilled. In some cases, nobody is applying for these jobs. Business leaders believe this is because of COVID stimulus and extended unemployment benefits, which may be keeping potential employees on the sidelines. Blase adds because Flagler County's population is growing, we must continue to create new jobs to see a meaningful reduction in the unemployment rate. The good news is many of our businesses have recovered from the pandemic enough to offer new jobs, but the response to these open job opportunities in our community has been poor.
If you're someone looking for a job, we need you to get out there and apply for these jobs because there are open jobs available.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
MedNexus, a medical training campus that will be a hub for innovation training future leaders in healthcare, plans to offer its first classes in Palm Coast Town Center this fall. Amy Cherry has more.
Mayor Melissa Holland.
MedNexus is geared to be a regional opportunity, not only for our students here locally, but to take advantage of the vast array of healthcare systems we have within the region.
The partnership is a first of its kind in the nation between the University of North Florida, Advent Health, Daytona State College, the City of Palm Coast, Flagler County Schools, and Elite Energy. Mayor Holland says $1 million in scholarships will also be offered to local students, which comes at a pivotal point as Advent Health plans to open a new hospital in Palm Coast.
High-paying career jobs is what we need. Healthcare is continuing to grow. It's an industry and sector in Florida that is strengthening every day. And if you cannot tell how excited I am, I really am just smiling from ear to ear. So we really want to continue to thank the investment and the partnership that UNF has brought to our community.
What is a prescribed fire?
Michael Orlando is Flagler County's Prescribed Fire Program Supervisor. He was on the Flagler Voice here on WNZF recently and said that for Florida, prescribed fire is something healthy.
Prescribed fire in Florida is very important because it's one of the many tools that land managers use to mimic a natural process. Land managers didn't decide to use fire for the fun of it. This is a proven fact that Florida has evolved over millions of years from fire influence.
Orlando said that plants and animals have adapted to fire over the years. He said, for instance, several animal species will burrow together underground, not attacking each other, to stay safe from a fire. The Flagler Voice is on every Saturday morning at 8:30 here on WNZF Radio. The podcast is at the Flagler Radio app. Tomorrow, Michael Orlando talks about how one day starts 2 months in advance. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.